Peace, peace, peace. So, I watched this video earlier where the sister was talking about that she wished black women would stop dating hood dudes because hood dudes are not the epitome of masculinity, right? And that a lot of like women in hip hop, they kind of create this fallacy that our sisters have fallen into. Um, I agree and I disagree. One thing I would say is, actually, I mostly disagree because I think what happens is a lot of women be putting hood dudes in the bowl of cereal, and they don't know how to differentiate some hood dudes apart from others. Because you can be hood and not be a degenerate, right? Like, I think like we be conflating the two. Now you got hood dudes that are degenerates, right? That they don't have no morals, they're corrupt, their mental state is in shambles, right? They don't really have no principles, values of some sort. Like they don't care who they hurt or who they impact. Like they just don't care, right? Like they're very volatile, etc., etc., etc. Nothing to live for, probably. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on with them. And then you got some hood dudes that do got values, do got principles, right? They're just a little unconventional in certain cases. Like, for example, they're willing to take more risk in regards of like whether it's investments, whether it's the way they make their money, or like going about protecting themselves and their families and their friends and their loved ones, and like, you know, they're not really afraid, right, of certain things, but they still got a certain code of conduct that they operate by, right? Like, for example, the degenerates, they'll snitch, they'll tell, they don't care like who gets impacted. They you know, they really don't live by a set of codes and rules, right? So it's a lot of difference people that we have in the hood, right? We got people that live in the neighborhood that don't subscribe to neither. So I think that was more so what she was trying to get at. And I think we just got to be better at making the differentiation, because I will say this, that hood dudes, to a certain extent, like are up there in the epitome of masculinity because they are nonconformists. And there's no difference between a hood dude that is a nonconformist and a businessman, right? Because they both willing to take risk. You need to take risk in order to find some kind of success, right? You need to take risk when you are willing to protect yourself and protect your family. You need to take risk when it just comes to investing in certain things, whether it's education, right? Just because you get a degree on certain things don't mean you're going to get a job in that thing. So you're taking a risk sometimes. You take risk in a lot of things, right? The moment you step outside your house, it's risky. It's a lot of stuff going on in the street, but we're not talking about that, right? I'm just talking about that the hood dudes do take a certain amount of risk that a lot of scary ass dudes won't take. And women do like that. Women do like men who make them feel safe. At the end of the day, women want to feel like, if I can go outside with you and I'm safe from like the world, I'm safe from like harassment, I'm safe from like somebody trying to rob me, I'm safe from somebody putting their hands on me, I'm safe from somebody trying to talk to me while I'm with you, I'm safe. Like, that's part of safety. And a lot of dudes that are not hood, quote unquote, they don't really provide that kind of safety. They might provide safety in like, yeah, I got a little money, and you know, but that kind of safety doesn't always mean security, right? Yeah, you can have safety in the sense of like the bill's gonna be paid, and you maybe like he loyal in a certain way. It's a lot of different ways that safety could be provided, but I think like it all comes down to human nature. At the end of the day, you can have money, you can have loyalty, you can have a lot of different things. If a woman does not feel safely secure around you, or knowing that like you got some kind of status, like nobody gonna fuck with you a certain way, or nobody gonna disrespect her because they know she fuck with you, that shit gonna hold more weight than like the other things. I'm not saying other women don't pick the other things, but I'm just telling you how a lot of sisters be wired. They'll be fucking with one dude because he provide money and other things, but low key, she craved that dude that is hood. And you don't gotta take it from me. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Peace.